Welcome to an episode of Cities Skylines, and we're going to be playing a scenario which is fix the traffic. So I have conditions to win and conditions that will cause me to lose, which I think is good. It'll also make it so the series may be a little shorter than most series. Let's get this normal looking bird out of here. Go with that guy. Yeah. So, on a slight side note, all of my saves are gone. Every game save I have is gone. So I'm not sure how that's going to affect some of the other playthroughs on this channel, like my time at Portia and Kynseed. So this is actually the second time I've recorded this particular video. I have the video of it still, but I don't have the save I created with it, and since it's the first episode, I figured I'd redo it, so here we are again. And I will be pointing out the mods that I'm using in this game in a little bit, but I wanted to show off and get into the game first, because I don't think anyone wants to start out looking at the mod screen. But I have a couple going, just for sanity's sake. Let's see what those are. Again, it's kind of, hopefully they're right. I don't know, everything's gone. So here are the mods that I have running on this save. I have ambient sound tuner because there's a sound that drives me nuts when you zoom out. It gets this annoying wind sound. Also the sirens are a bit loud. So I can adjust that, each sound individually. Automatically bulldoze version 2, so automatically destroys abandoned and burned buildings, so I don't have to go through the city and find those and destroy them myself. I have dropouts, allows Sims to flunk school, because I have had trouble with people getting too smart in the population and they won't do jobs like farming and that kind of thing. The Move It mod allows you to move things once they're placed. Parallel road tool, which it's kind of given by its name. Roundabout builder, again, you could kind of figure that one out. What is this? Traffic Manager President Edition, I think is what it's called. It helps you manage the traffic because sometimes they're dumb. I may change it a little bit. I think this is what I had before, but like I said, everything's gone, and so I just kind of have to try to remember what I had originally, and I think this is what we're going with, so fingers crossed it's right. Alright, now that we've taken a quick look at what mods there are, there's not too many. This is... yes, I'm gonna have to deal with all of those popping up again. This is what we're trying to fix. All of these things that are red, which, as you can see, there's a lot of. There's just a lot of traffic. Ooh, we need to change that sound. Again, there'll be things I'm noticing I need to fix throughout this, so you're gonna have to bear with me. I'm dealing as well as I probably could with having lost every save. Thanks, Steam. Don't use Steam Backup. It won't save your saves. I'll just be a little more sarcastic than usual. It's how I deal. Okay, that seems better. It's not screaming at me that this is industry. I can see that clearly, that it's industry. Look at all that pollution. So if we go to this map, some serious pollution going on here, and that'll cause people to get sick. Like, you can see this person's sick. It's that particular person's actually sick because of this, which is sound, because of all the traffic. So that's something we'd also want to work on. But first, I want to make sure people can get places. That's the first thing we need to do. Because I've done this before. I know this system isn't working, because if we go into roads and look at if we look at these arrows, you could see that you can come from this road and get up, or you can do it here, and then from here you can go to that direction or from that direction. So there's no way for someone to come out this way and go out of town, or from out of town to get going this direction. It's just not an option. So that is probably the first thing we want to fix. Okay, we gotta change that volume. There we go. Good lord. This game wants to scream at you. Alright. So let's get this all sorted. Get rid of that guy. Okay. It's gonna be hideous at first, and it's gonna drive me nuts, but just the first task is just making it so that people can move around. So we need to be able to go from here, out, done. And from here to... why would you curve that way? From there to there. Ooh, this is why I have the movement mod. Go ahead and adjust that angle a little bit. Alright, like so. Not only is it a visual thing, it actually affects how they move. If they have to go around sharp corners or anything like that, they'll slow down, which causes obviously more traffic. So I want that to be as smooth as possible. I also want to upgrade this part of the road to 2 for now. Maybe 3. Maybe 3 was right. Go like so. And then, the problem with this game, as most games like this, is you easily get distracted. I easily get distracted. So the reason I did this is... okay, so the whole reason I'm playing this is probably because of a YouTuber called Biffa Plays Indie Games, I think is his full name. He just introduces himself as Biffa, so that's all I know. He does something where he fixes viewers' cities' traffic, and every time I watch it, all I want to do is play this game, because even before I watched his stuff, the traffic was my favorite part of dealing with. But he does something called road mathematics, which just is his way of saying how he's helping these dumb AI function. So if you have like this 3-lane that goes into 3-lane and has one off, for whatever reason, they'll all pile into 1 lane, kind of like this right here, even if they want to go past the turn. So if we had 3 lanes here with the off, they'd all go into this lane. And while everyone was waiting to turn, everyone who wanted to go straight would just sit here. They wouldn't use these 2 lanes of traffic. So you want to make sure that, like, if a road goes off, you take away a road, and when one comes on, you add a road, because it's just the way they work best. So you'll be seeing me do that a lot. It's one of the big things. Oh, jeez. Look at all of those blocks. No one needs to sit here. We'll come back. First, we need to get this done. But yes, let's finish making it so people can travel on this road. Go away. It's probably an option for that. Can't be bothered to look up right now, though. So, we need a road that goes over there and a road that goes over there. I don't imagine this traffic will make that easy. I think instead of going over, I might go under. Just because that might be a little easier to deal with. Something like that. Like I said, I don't plan on keeping it this way forever. It's just till we get everything functioning, because I want to be able to run the game, and I don't think it's really worth playing until some of this stuff is set up. So we're gonna need money, because one of the things that will lose you the game is getting zero money. So we got to keep an eye on that. Ooh. I feel like I started at 50. Now we're only at 28. Maybe I didn't. Hopefully. What even is this? Okay. So at least everyone can go directions that they need to over here. Fine to start. Eat. My favorite part's watching them like, wait, I need to get on the ground again. Something I might do is turn on disabled despawning, because what that does is if someone sits somewhere for too long, they'll just disappear, which I think kind of defeats the purpose of this scenario, in a sense. Like, if they're just going to disappear when it gets too crowded, then it's going to fix itself eventually, kind of, you know? So, nope, let's get straight. Oh yeah, that one doesn't work. But we should connect that. One of the big things I want to do is make it so that people have as many options to get somewhere as possible. So like, what I could do is give from this direction a little slip lane on. Oh, that's on straight. So we could go from here over and like so, meaning no one would have to, like if they wanted to go over into this area, they don't have to come down and use this system. The other place I might do that would be over here, though I kind of made that not an easy task for myself. Unless I do something like that. Ugh, I don't like that at all because there's a lot of places right close to each other. Let's downgrade this. And then we're just gonna have to accept that because I can't affect what goes past the line. And then we should probably downgrade here. You guys are lucky I decided to test my OBS stuff before starting because I was feeling real impatient and I just wanted to get started. It would have been terrible. Things were not set up right like I thought they were. So I'm glad I checked. The scroll is backwards every time it gets me. Let's add a road from here to there. There we go. I could even make it like one way, but it's still forcing traffic. So it might not be the best idea to do, but yeah, I just want to give people as many connections as possible. Like, let's get this guy up here. Because almost all of the garbage stuff is here. And they all, as you can see, have to go through that. Which is not good. If they need to go this direction, they might as well take this other road. These aren't needed anymore. So if we look here, you can see the power or the electricity. If they're close enough, they kind of just fill out themselves, but like this, you need to move. I don't need that anymore because they're connected. This one I still need. That one I don't need. I do need something across. But I can get rid of that guy. And then... But yeah, just if these didn't cost anything to like maintain, I wouldn't care. But I do gotta pay. So, I'm gonna get rid of unnecessary stuff. Alright, so our power is coming from coal. Yeah. That's not great. Because the, since we're not like producing it on our own, it has to come from outside of the city, so that's just more vehicles on our roads. Alright, so let's play. I'm really nervous because one of the other way of failing, as I didn't apparently point it out, it's getting too low of population, oof, and it's playing for too long. So I'm going to be pausing anytime I work on stuff, and that's one of the reasons. But this is going better already. Look at that. I don't know that this way was stuck much. This is where it's a problem. Crossroads and intersection. Yep. Thanks. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of these extra roads we don't need. There we go. So we don't have too many stops all in one spot. It'll just bog things down. It's not yet, but I know it's gonna. Oh my lord. Alright, the next thing is a lot of people are trying to get into here. I always want to try to leave this weird design, but I just don't think it's going to work. So I think what I'm going to do is put a roundabout here. And here? I'd want to put it here, but it just runs into like a T shape, which doesn't seem like it would make as much sense. So bring it down one. So we have the cross across this way and forward. And then just make this an over the top bridge and get rid of that. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So, let's see if we got this sorted right. Got 2 lanes of traffic going into this roundabout. They can go in all 3 directions. Let's go ahead and set this up right though. We can go here, and then you can say, I want, oh, well, we'll adjust that in a second. I want this roundabout to be priority. Let's go ahead and get rid of that one right there. Don't know why it's counting that as part of the roundabout, but that's fine. So that means that the cars coming on have to wait to join instead of the other way around where people on the roundabout will be stopping. We want the roundabout moving as much as possible. And then junctions. I don't want people just flying into the roundabout. I want them to wait. Otherwise they'll block it. Do the same over here. No there. Or here. We do want them to go forward there. Yes. Did I miss one over here? It doesn't look like it. That one's good. Oh, and that one. Okay. Do that, and then we can go ahead and add priority to this roundabout. In the time lapse, you would have seen me put dirt roads as like a plus sign in the middle. It's to make it so that the circle doesn't get weird shape when you add a part to like right here. If you add to where there's already a node, it looks fine. But if you were to, like, when I was down here and where I connected these 2 roads, it would have created a weird like teardrop wonky shape. So it's not what we want. So that's why we brace it with the dirt roads. Let's go ahead and let it run and see how this goes. Look at those flying vehicles. It's gonna be a mess for a bit. Hopefully, as you can see, that car went forward. Oop, sorry. So you'll see these things starting to pull out to go to the side, which will be good. Alright, so our next backup is way down. This mess. Should probably also be a roundabout. So, another real quick... let's start back here. Montage? I don't remember what they're called. The vast bit. Okay, we're getting real poor here. So hopefully this works. Hopefully we won't start losing money, because it'll not be good. Let's go ahead and get this set up with the traffic manager. This is our priority road. And we don't want these people just flying in and getting in the way. So you can see how these guys are kind of like butting in. They're trying to force their way in. So we gotta stop that. That sound is buildings upgrading, in case you're curious. Alright, yeah. So you're gonna have to wait until there's space, okay? And then you can go. Wow. Look at it moving. It's so exciting. Did I want to get... let's see. How is this set up? We go here. Oh, I don't want parallel road. Should I make this a big ol' roundabout of sorts so they're not all getting in each other's way? Does it cost to upgrade? No. Okay, let's do that. Like so. One more. Ah, no, I didn't want that one. Let's go ahead and get this guy set up. Like that. Let's go ahead and connect this road. Like, it's not gonna be graceful, but it'll have to do. A little connection there. I know it would be annoying if you needed to go here, though. If we maybe, I was gonna say if we made like an overpass. Let's do that. Let's go up there, and then to there, and we zigzag across. So if they need, they can come around and go across, or they can go all the way around, take this, and then turn here. Annoying, but it works. Let's go ahead and add a road here. Never mind. Let's let this play. I could move this, but that obviously costs money. I could zigzag it maybe. Like this. There we go. Another connection. This vehicle can have as many options to get somewhere as possible. Let's go ahead and look at this and adjust it so we can use this tool to be like, this is a left turn only lane. So then these guys are going to be jerks. Let's tell them, only go into that lane. Please stop being illegal and crossing 2 lanes. Yeah? Thanks. So now these guys will never interfere. These guys can go forward without stopping. These guys can turn. Excuse you, mister. And then these guys can turn without getting in the way. Good stuff. So we can get these guys moving. When a game gets as the traffic gets this bad, things like the garbage trucks, they all go out at once, and so they make it even worse. So as you can see, everyone needs their garbage at once, and it's not good. It's way more vehicles than we need to have happening. Are these sidewalks? They are. Alright, let's do one more thing. Yep. Let's grab the crosswalk and go like this, so that if people want to walk to work or something, they can get across this area, because the highways don't have sidewalks. Too steep. There we go. So now people can walk over this. We should probably add something similar on the side here. And it'll land there. Again, we can make these look nicer in the future. Because I'm just trying to make sure we can do... They can get around. Yeah. They'll just have to cross here. So they'll actually walk a huge distance. Like, it's always surprising when you click on... Because you can look, say here. And we have this tool, which is routes. And if we choose just pedestrians, we can select, as you can see, this is somebody's walking all the way from here down into this area. So they'll walk quite a distance if you give them the option. These guys are upset because they don't have a high enough land value. So doing things like decreasing the sound problems, like if I put trees on these streets, that would help and they'd be able to upgrade and stuff. So that's what that warning is. These guys need garbage. These are coal or oil plants that aren't getting what they need. So we'll get rid of them. That'll probably add to a problem with the electricity. But once we have a little bit, ooh, we do have some money. We can go ahead and get some windmills. Let's stick them up here. This darker area shows wind, so it's windy up here on the top. So windmills work. Alright. Yes, yes. This is someone needing raw materials. Because this is a forest district, you can see that here. There's like a little tree. And that's done with these right here. So you fill this in and then you can say, I want everything in here to be forestry. But if we look at natural... Would you all just stop yelling at me? You can look at this. Anywhere there's green would be forest industry. Blue is oil, ore. This is oil. And then oh, there's a farming area over here. Ooh, power. So yeah, as you can see, there's no green around this, which is why they are upset. We probably... Ooh, do we want it to be night in this playthrough? I mean, it looks amazing to get to see everything by the streetlights, but it's probably not easy for you guys to see what's happening. Eventually my pointer, yes, will get like a little light. You can barely see it right now. But it's probably not conducive for viewing, so how do I change that? There's a setting somewhere, I think, that I will have to adjust, but for now we can admire the view of our city, which is failing. Ah, look at all those warnings. But I think that's gonna have to be it for this episode. We've gotten it so people can drive a little bit better. We'll have to see if they actually are driving better. Where are we getting stuck? Here. Yeah. Some of the traffic takes a while to clear up, just by nature of it. But like you can see, this is actually moving now, and I don't think it was before. You're right, you guys, that is pretty close. But at least you can see them diving out to go along this road. So yeah, we've got some movement happening, and that's worth celebrating. Yes, I know, I see it. I can draw zones. Thank you. But like I said, that's gonna have to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.